friends. A while back, I received this question from one of my students. It says, I recently came across the idea that if I wanted one day to find myself cast on a certain type of project, be it a major film franchise like Hunger Games or Divergent, or a certain type of TV show like Murder in the First, Blue Buds, and so forth, one way to increase my chances was to simply to research and find out what casting directors are casting these types of projects, and to send my headshots, resumes, and demo reel to these casting directors via snail mail. Do you do that consistently over a period of time? Have you ever tried this? If so, did you get any results? Results being auditions. Did you send DVDs of your demo reel, or did you send email links? Based on your experience and opinion, would you say that it's worth it to do this? Thanks, Charlie. Signed, Jason. Well, I am happy to say that you are definitely on the right track, Jason. You know, so many actors waste a ton of time and money pursuing the wrong people and the wrong projects. And you're right. You need to find out who casts the kind of projects that you're right for. You also need to know where you fit in this business. I mean, I did pretty well when I went to LA because I had a good idea of who I was. I knew I wasn't going to be an action hero. I wasn't tall enough or good looking enough or athletic enough. I was a pretty good actor, but I just didn't have the qualities that those guys have. I knew that most of the time I was going to be doing supporting roles. You know, I'm the star's best friend, or the next door neighbor, the guy that ran the hardware store, and so forth. So I set out to find out which casting directors did the casting for the kind of shows that would use me. For example, even though my strongest suit was always comedies, sitcoms just don't use many guest stars. Most of those shows just use the series regulars, so I didn't waste a lot of time pursuing them. I went after the folks who did the cop shows and the medical shows and the courtroom shows, because those programs use lots and lots of guest stars. I figured another good avenue was feature films, because they also use a lot of supporting cast. Of course, the first thing I had to do was to figure out who I was and figure out how I could maximize my strengths. And then I did what you're doing. I started sending out headshots, resumes, postcards to the people who could influence getting me a job. Of course, in those days, we didn't have email and websites the way that we do now, so just a lot of the tools that are available now weren't available to me. Nowadays, email submissions are like probably 99% of all first submissions are done online. And most offices don't even open a snail mail unless they've specifically requested it themselves. Same thing's true for demo reels. When things are busy, they just don't have time to watch DVDs. So it's much easier for them to just click on a link. The other thing I did was casting director workshops. I began to learn what different casting directors liked and what they didn't like. And those workshops also gave them a chance to see my work. So you're on the right track, Jason. You're doing the right thing by giving all this some serious thought and not just blundering into Hollywood expecting to be discovered. So go for it, pal. If you're staying in the business, break a leg. All right, folks. We'll see you next time. Thanks for dropping by Charlie's desk.